गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। Let us read from 6th, maybe 5th. तत्र परा ऋग्वेदो यजुर्वेदः सामवेदोऽथर्ववेदः शिक्षा कल्पो व्याकरणम् निरुक्तं छन्दो ज्योतिषमिति अथ परा यया तदक्षरम् अधिगम्यते यत्तद् अदृश्यम् अग्राह्यम् अगोत्रम् अवर्णम् अचक्षुश्रोत्रम् तदपाणिपादम् नित्यं विभुं सर्वगतं सुसूक्ष्मं तदव्ययम् यद्भूतयोनिं परिपश्यन्ति धीराः यथोर्णनाभिसृजते गृह्णते च यथा पृथिव्यामोषधयः सम्भवन्ति यथा सतः पुरुषात् केशलोमानि तथाक्षरात् सम्भवतीह विश्वम् तथाक्षरात् सम्भवतीह विश्वम्. We had been seeing the sixth mantra, and the point was that student Shaunakji had asked this question: knowing what everything else is known. Knowing what everything else is known. And I had told you that this question implies that there is something supposing if the cause and effect, by knowing the cause, how come the effect is known? So how is that cause? Is that cause that the father is the cause and children are the effect? Is it by knowing the father all the children can be known? No. You may have little idea, but you cannot know the children. Sometimes father-children may be quite different in nature. By knowing the cause, if the effect are known, is it that the cause has modified to become the effect? Then can we say that by knowing the curd we can know the milk? No. We cannot say like that. So what if by knowing the cause the effect is known? It implies that the cause alone should appear as the effect. And therefore one word you have to know is called vivarta. When the swarup arthantaram vina vartate. Swaswarup arthantaram vina anyatha vartante iti vivarta. When without changing itself, when something appears as something else, then that appearance is called vivarta. Swaswarup arthantaram vina anyatha pratibhasate. Swaswarup arthantaram vina anyatha pratibhasate. If by knowing A I know B, C, D, E, F, then it means that actually speaking, A alone is appearing as B, C, D, F, Because there is no other way by knowing the cause you can know the effect. If the cause had married, as example of father and son, or another example is of the milk and curd, then you cannot hold this statement true. So Shaunakji had come to the conclusion that there is one cause, and by knowing which everything else is known, he had heard in some kind of satsang. And what is that cause? This is the question of Shaunakji. There is no other way. If something has transformed, you cannot know the whole thing. Supposing tree is there, and by knowing the tree, you will know all the mangoes. Not possible. How can I know all the mangoes by knowing the tree? In one tree, sometimes one mango is not very sweet. Sometimes in one tree itself, one mango is very sweet, one is not sweet. Sometime I was eating guava, one side of the guava was sweeter than the other side. I said, one side was sweeter. So what is not sweet, give to others. So by knowing the cause, if all the effects are known, I hope you are understanding what I am saying. It is only possible when the cause is appearing as the effect without changing itself. It's a very important point. This is not a ordinary cause, because cause fall in three categories. One is that it has produced out of something and it modified. Like that seed modified and produced the tree. Like the mother modified and produced the child. The mother is the cause of the child. But this is not the cause. This definition won't hold good here. Other is that cause really modified and itself has become an effect. This is called paranambad. An example is given of the butter and the milk and the curd. But these two examples, if I use, in both the cases the cause is changing. And in both the cases, by knowing the cause, you cannot know the effect. You cannot know the effect by knowing the cause. All if exactly you cannot know it. The third one alone is true, that by knowing the cause, you can know the effect. First is called Arambhavad, second is called Paranamvad, and third is called Vivartavad. So that is possible only when the cause is unchanging and cause is appearing as the effect. Now the question is, how is this possible? How is it possible that the world has a one cause? And secondly is that cause has not changed and world has come out. So around this point the whole discussion will continue now. So we saw that the world should have a cause. We also saw that world should have a cause. And also we saw that that cause should not have a shape because the shape of the effect is not in the cause. The shape of the earring and the bangle is not in the gold. The shape of the pot is not in the mud. And any kind of shape of the effect should not be in the cause. And therefore the cause of the world should not have anything like the space, time, etc. Shape of this should not be there, and therefore the cause should be shapeless. Also we saw that cause should be unchanging because if something is changeless, it cannot be mixed. And therefore it should be non-mixable. And also we saw that the cause should be Chaitanya or the consciousness. If the cause is inert, it will change. And therefore the cause is called the truth. Now same thing, how it will be said, use the sixth mantra. Please note, before that it was said two knowledges should be known, Paravidya and Aparavidya. The Para is that through which Akshar is known. I had explained that. And what is that Paravidya? Now that the topic is continuous to, now the Upanishad has taken off. So from Adrishyam, Agrahyam, Agotram, Avarnam, Achakshushrotram, Tadapani Padam. All these tell that that cause is the subject, that is the self. That is not an object. That is not the doer. That is not the enjoyer. That is not the knower. There is no grahya and there is no grahak. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, na? So 6 things are telling that this is the most intrinsic. This is a very important mantra, one of the foundation mantra of this Upanishad. You cannot get away with this. If you try to get away, it will chase you. So better to face it. And best to by heart it. And best to by heart the whole Mundaka, actually speaking. Only I cannot by heart. I will have heart attack. So, okay, I'll tell the important mantras what you have to by heart. If you cannot by heart that, this is important mantra. 7th is also important. 8th and 9th, all are important. So, but among that, this is most important. This is most important. It's a 6th mantra. Please see, this mantra tells about 2 things. One is Brahma Lakshan, another is the cause of the world. So, Adreshyam, I had explained yesterday, Adreshyam, Agrahyam, Agotram, etc. They tell that there is some cause. They are not telling about the world, this is telling about the seer in us. The consciousness which has not become doer also. Which has not become a speaker. Which has not become walker. Which has not become listener. The unmodified consciousness, which is my intrinsic nature, where our attention does not go. Our attention goes on the doer enjoyer, on the seer, or attention goes outside what I see, what I hear. My attention goes there. But that which is the substratum inside there, which is not changing, there our attention does not go. And therefore, Upanishad has concluded, 7th point is Nityam. Okay, I can accept that, I am unmodified consciousness. Till there you don't need Vedanta actually. This you can know by your common sense. But to tell it is Nityam and Vibhum, second line is highly Vedantic line. There is where Upanishad has to play. Nityam means that there was not a time this consciousness was not there. And Vibhum I explained yesterday. Vibhum, that now this Vibhum Sarvagatam, all these are Vedantic words, highly. This is not for yoga. Vibhum means Vividham Bhavati. Now this is if something is Nityam, it has to be all pervading. Let us bring Sarvagatam first, after Nityam bring Sarvagatam. If something is Nityam, Nityam is which is unnegated in time, so it should be unnegated everywhere. Sarvagatam means it is unnegated everywhere. Please note, it is not the all pervasiveness of the space. It is everything. And it has become everything, it is said by Vibhu. So second line is little difficult. Because when I say I am the consciousness, I am the seer, in me there is some consciousness which doesn't modify, this much I am very convinced. Before I was waking, still consciousness was there. When I was eating, still there was 2 things. One is the eater, other is the one who was watching the eater inside. That is called the consciousness. I am talking, there is somebody who is not talking, who is watching the talking. So there is constant and unchanging consciousness all the time in me. Okay, that is called, till this point I can understand. So little mind you apply, first line you can get it. Jump is in the second line. And to say that this consciousness is all pervading and that alone has become everything in the world, it needs little more maturity in thinking. I cannot accept I am all pervading. I can think that my consciousness is in me, okay, it is an unchanging consciousness in me. But to say it was before birth also and it will never die also, that needs again some kind of contemplation. And Nityam word, I told you yesterday, that there cannot be prior non-existence of the consciousness. Because to say it was absent, somebody has to be present to say it was absent. And other than you cannot, somebody else cannot say that you were absent. Because where absence is there only somebody has to be there. Supposing you say, I was not present before birth. Who told you? If you say, I am telling it, that means you should be there to tell that I was not present, then you were there. It's not possible you were not there and you are telling something. If I say in that hall nobody is there, so you have to be there to record it that nobody is there. You cannot say from somewhere else nobody is there. So where the absence is felt, there somebody has to be present to say the absence. And therefore, the consciousness has to be eternal or nityam. That means kal pariched is not there. There is no negation of time. Time is not absent. Or time, it is non-modified in time. Not cut in time, not bound in time. Next comes Sarvagatam, and this is very crucial word here. When I say Sarvagatam here, Sarvagatam means anything which is eternal, it has to be all pervading and it has to be full. Anything which is eternal, it cannot be absent. Sarvagatam means it has to be unlimited then. Because there are three kind of pariched. Pariched, understand, no? What? Limitation. Limitation. Like limitation is in object, limitation in time and limitation in space. Desh pariched, kal pariched and vastu pariched. So if something is unlimited in time, that means it should be unlimited in space and unlimited in object also. That is called Sarvagatam. चलो भाई ये भी मान लेते हैं, आप कह रहे हैं तो मान ही लेते हैं, I'm believing it. मैंने मानेंगे कैसे, आप ये कैसे के मानेंगे? अरे but I'm not in, I'm at all time. That means I'm in all space also. Yes. Why? Because if I say that in this space you are not there, so in that space time was also there, and therefore you have to be there. I do not understand. No, wait. If I say, okay, first is you said in you all in all time. Yes, this I agree. You agree? Yes. What? I am at all time. Okay, supposing this space you are not there. Then that space time is there or not? So if that space time is there, then you are all there. So it is not possible that you are absent in some space and some object. And therefore you are at all time and you are full already. That is called Sarvagatam. And now next word is very important. What is next word? Vibhum. Vibhum means that, then how the world has come out. See, the topic has totally gone another turn. Topic has taken a turn. And now it is saying the world has not come out. That consciousness has become many, as if Vibhidham Bhavati. So Vibhu word is indicating material cause. And Susukshma you already heard. And Avyaya also. Avyaya means it has not changed. And that makes the Karan Vivarth Karan. And this is the cause of the world. Yad bhut yonim paripashyanti dhiraha. I hope you are understanding that. If you are not understanding, don't mind. You'll understand in time. These are little subtler mantras. So you will get it slowly. Don't hurry and don't worry. And don't have lot of curry. So, worry, hurry and curry. Anything which is unlimited in time will be unlimited in space. Unlimited in object. That means there is unlimited existing regarding to that consciousness. And then how the world will come out then? World will, if this is unlimited, and remember this will be the cause, by this, which word is telling it has no cause? Gotram. It has no cause, because if it is a cause, if it has a cause, then it will not be Nitya. Then it has to come out of something else. So consciousness cannot come out from consciousness, because one consciousness has to modify. There cannot be two consciousnesses, and consciousness cannot come out from the inert, because then consciousness itself will carry the property of the cause, and it will also become inert. And therefore, this should be unlimited and unmodified. But where from world has come out? World has come out from itself only. Rather, it alone has become the world, as in the dream, same consciousness becomes Vibhu. Why? It has become mountain, it has become flower, it has become woman, it has become man, it has become animal. Same consciousness or dream seer has become many, that is called Vibhu. Vibhu is a good name. I hope you are understanding. Now other word is there, Yad Bhut Yonim. Bhut Yonim. Bhut Yonim, see everything, if I go to the world, everything has an intelligence. And if I say there are two causes for everything, one is called the material cause, other is called the efficient cause. Material cause means Upadan Karan. And efficient cause means Nimitta Karan. Those who have heard first time, they can note it down. So what is the Upadan Karan? Upadan Karan is that through which is the material through which something takes place, is made. Like the mud is the Upadan Karan, material cause for the pot. And what is the Nimitta Karan? The one which gives the shape to the Upadan Karan, the conscious entity, one which gives the shape, that is called the Nimitta Karan. Nimitta Karan, efficient cause it is called in English. Very, very commonly used word in Vedanta. Everybody who has even studied Tattvabodh, he will know these words at least. Like this hall is there. So all the raw materials are the Upadan Karan, and the one architect will be the Nimitta Karan, or the efficient cause. Right? Like the pot is there. So mud is the Upadan Karan, and the potter is the Nimitta Karan, or the efficient cause. Why the world should have efficient cause? Why not only Upadan Karan should be there? Because everything there are two things. One is everything, intelligence is seen here. Something is very well thought of. Intelligence means beautiful relation of some cause and effect to create for a specific purpose, that is called intelligence. I'm repeating it. Supposing you say, this person is foolish, means he creates a cause for some effect which is going to harm him. That is called foolishness. One person was there, he went to immigration and fought with immigration officer. Now that immigration officer held him for 10 hours. Of this one should know that one should not fight and be quiet. You are in a foreign country. They have all the powers with them. They can stop you, they can send you off, they can charge you. So he created a cause for an effect through which he suffered. And then he complains, they held me for 9 hours. He is not telling what he did. People are very clever. They tell only one side of the story. But I'm also very clever. I said, but what you did? And if supposing you had not some papers, you could have said, sorry sir, I don't have these papers. Or whatever is there. Excuse me, I'll get it in 1 day, 2 days, whatever is there. Normally they will not say anything. But you are creating a cause. Supposing I have to get work from X person, and through that person only my relation is not good. Supposing I have to live in a house. In the house where I have to live, there also I find problem. That is called, you are creating an effect for which you have to suffer. This is called unintelligent way of living. Intelligent way of living, that I create a cause so that the effect which will be conducive for, it is for some definite big purpose will be there. That is called intelligent ways there. So whole world is a web of a cause and effect, and the effect is produced to create some good result. And the very starting point of view is your body. Your body is a thermostat. It maintains the temperature. How much you drink cold water or a hot water, it will come to 37 degrees centigrade. It will balance, supposing you take lot of vitamin C. Doctor has said take vitamin C, it is very cold. You took 3000 mg vitamin C. So body has a process through which it will throw out. It will not retain it. It will balance the salt in it. It knows how much salt is required. It will balance the sugar in it. Tell me, intelligence is there. Their intelligence is there. As you read also, depending on the distance, the retina, contracts or expands. If you are running, automatically you will start panting because more oxygen is required. If you are eating a lot, so only that much food is required which will be there. Rest will be put in the storage. Storage will be there. Some people have a lot of storage. That is another matter. But storage is there. And we have to store. Sponge is there. There it is stored. That is the main storage. Storeroom is there. Then this is also there. This is stored. Every part slowly it is stored here and there. And supposing a person is fasting, from that storage only it is taken away slowly and slowly. It's an intelligent system. Why you need a kidney? Because the blood, what kidney is there, which purifies. Something is there. Purify. Toxins are there. It will take away. If the kidney is filled, that means the toxins will go in the blood and it will lead to multiple organ failure. You don't know what you are drinking, whatever eating, but body knows it. So you have to accept there is some intelligence in everything. Even the ear is there. There's an eardrum is there. Whole one medical science is ENT is there. Ear, nose, tooth is there. Throat is there. Ear, nose, throat. So there is a drum there. eardrum is there. So that is there. Slowly that frequency is transmitted inside the brain is there. So brain is the boss there. It is connected to all parts. Brain is not signaling, then this hand will not get up. You don't know how much big technology is inside. Magnetic fields are there, electrical fields are there inside. So you have to accept that lot of intelligence is there. And one body cannot make the body. Made cannot be the maker. So the maker of the body must be super intelligent. This must be clear. You cannot say nature has made it and get away with the problem. Because nature is inert by its nature. How can that make that? So there must be some efficient cause which is super intelligent about this. One more point I have to say, and this point please get it. When I say, liver is there, kidney is there, you say all are intelligent, they are not intelligent. Because when the body is dead, they don't function. Or if they fail, they don't function. That means intelligence is through them. There is somebody else's intelligence which functions through the body. That organ does not have the nature of intelligence. There is someone who is intelligent, who is not a part of the body. And there is someone intelligent who is not a part of the world. Whole world is intelligent. Sun, moon, solar system. Or even the earth. If you know the earth itself has a lot of water inside. They say 70% of the earth is water only. Why? Because you need to drink the water. And when it rains, the water seeps inside and therefore the level is maintained. And supposing there was no summer, the earth will be flooded, then water will not evaporate. Through the summer, the water evaporates. So whatever is required, it is there. There is a cause and effect everywhere. There is a lot of intelligence. And deep down, if you keep on digging inside, that water is there. Actually, tectonic plates are there under the earth. And they are floating on the water. Like the chocolate and the caramel floats on that chocolate. So if you go to geophysics, so they will say that underwater this is floating. Tectonic plates, 11, 12 tectonic plates are there. So if they move, then the earthquake is there. So deep inside there is water is there. If water is not there, a survival will be difficult. Like in some planets there is no water and therefore there is no survival on those planets. Everywhere I can tell you, whether it is in human being or animals. I went to Cape Town. So Penguin Park is there, where penguin is there. Penguin has their own jacket, I saw. So they live in extreme cold conditions. In the poles they live. And they have their own self jacket is there. Penguins. Like that every bird is there. Birds are there, animals are there. So you have to agree to 2 points. One is that the maker of the whole thing has to be very intelligent. And second is, intelligence pervades through everything. It is not that I have made something and I have no control over this. The maker should not be, because once the pot has made and the pot has gone to California, and the potter is in Kerala. So potter has no control on the pot. He doesn't know where the pot has gone. So potter's intelligence is no more active on the pot after the pot has left him. Getting my point? And therefore there has to be some intelligent cause of this universe also, which will be efficient cause, and material cause has to be there of this universe. The material cause which is there, material cause, what will be the material cause? And what will be the efficient cause? Efficient cause is intelligence, I agree that. Efficient cause of this world will be intelligence. But here what is said here, please see. What is the material cause is the intelligent cause. So by the word vibhu, material cause is mentioned. And by the word bhut yoni, efficient cause is mentioned. He has become many. From one, many come, because if something is a material cause, then only it can become many. Like the one mud has become many pot. Like the one biscuit of gold or brick of gold has become many ornaments. So material cause alone can become many. Like the one water has become many waves. So that consciousness has become many, this is said here. But what is the hitting point here? He is a bhut yonim. He is the efficient cause also. And this is very difficult. How can the material cause be efficient cause? Because efficient cause is not changing and material cause is changing. But here the material cause also is not changing. But this is possible. That efficient cause can be material cause. Efficient cause can be material cause. It's possible. It is possible. Very rare, but it is there. And it is very contradictory thing because material cause changes, but here material cause is not changing because it is avyayam word is written. And that differentiates prakriti, that negates sang here. Avyaya word is written. Avyaya means it is not changing. Who? Material cause. There is no change in the material cause. So something is not changing and is still, and that is the efficient cause. By the word bhut yonim says efficient cause. So that alone has made and that alone is made. Maker and made is same. So maker is indicated by bhut yonim and made is indicated by sarvagatam, vibhu. How is it possible? I can't understand that. How come the maker became the made? Not became, as if it becomes. How come? How come what? How come? There is something called Maya. Well, you bring Maya everywhere. No, the Maya has to be explained. Why? Because something is not possible, but it is perceptible. Any example you have? Many examples I have. We'll see in the next mantra. But one example is dream example is there. You have a power through which in you dream is nothing, but you have a power through which you can become many without changing. Dream, seeing dream, nothing. Seeing dream means that you have a power through which without changing you become many. Acha? Haan. You have a sun in the dream? Yes. Moon in the dream? Yes. You have a star? Yes. You have a light? Yes. You have enemy? Yes. You have friend? Yes. You have a dog, cat? Yes. Cat is not seen nowadays. Second cat also ran away. Another cat also came. Actually 3-4 cats are there. One neighboring cat also come here and there. But any cat comes, it gets dispassion and runs away. First cat was real sannyasi. It ran away. Yad ahare virajet, tad ahare pravrajet. So the moment you get dispassion, you should leave the house. That cat followed. And she used to love that cat so much. Milk, halwa, all these things were given to that cat. And still she ditched her. You remember that? How much you cared for that cat. So second cat cared and she got little dispassionate. She was not giving, but still giving, but not as much as the first cat. Because she was very sad after first cat ran away. वो चली गई बद्रीनाथ केदारनाथ. So that cat took sannyas. ऐसा ही है दुनिया भाई. I am saying in the dream, if you get this point, you will get this mantra. In the dream, you have a power to become many without changing yourself. I am saying this point. You can become water, you can become fire, you can become woman, you can become animal, you can become lion, you can become inert. Everything you become in the dream without changing yourself, if you have got this point. Only thing, similarly, Ishwar has a power to become many without changing, and this is called external world. There is a quantitative difference, there is not a qualitative difference. Okay. And you have become many, therefore you are called Vibhu. You are Vibhu. And you have made it, and therefore you are called Bhut Yonim with respect to dream. You are the efficient cause and you are the material cause. Only one more difference is there. One is qualitative and quantitative. Quantitative difference. Second difference is we go to the dream very unconsciously. We slip into dream rather. I have no control as if on the dream. My power just comes. Ishwar's power of creativity, he is conscious, he has the total control over that power of creativity. And while dream is going, so he has the total control over that power of creativity. He can hold on for some time. He can create new dream, he can create new world, he can hold on, he can suspend. He can create many moon, still he can play around with that. This is the second difference. And third difference between Ishwar and us is that while dreaming we forget that we are the consciousness. We become one of the dream person. Ishwar knows that he is different and he is not one, he is not changing. He is not changing. Although he is everything, but he is not changing. He is aware of his status of the pure consciousness that he is. I hope you have got this. This example will make it clearer. So Ishwar is the efficient cause and the material cause. He has made it and he himself is made. And remember one point, if the efficient cause and material cause will be different, then Shaunakji's point will not hold true. Then knowing, because if you know the efficient cause, you can't know the material cause. Everything of the material cause you won't know. Like if you know the potter, you won't know all the pots that he has made. You don't know all the pots. So knowing one, he is asking, knowing one, everything is known. And supposing you know the pot, then you can't know the potter. I'm not talking about Harry Potter. I am talking of supposing. If you know the material cause, then you cannot know the efficient cause, who is the pot. Supposing I know this paper, I don't know, I know the material cause, but I don't know who is the maker of this paperweight. I know this desk, but I don't know the carpenter of this desk. So that presumption which is in the fourth mantra, I think that was the fourth mantra. No? Yes, third mantra. Kasminu bhagmo vigyate sarvavidam vigyatam. That won't hold good. For it to hold good, efficient cause and material cause should be one only. And supposing efficient cause and material cause are different, from another angle I am thinking. You said only consciousness was there. And you said consciousness is sarvagatam. That means it is all pervading, that alone is. Then other material cause, how come other material cause came then? If only the consciousness is God, which is all pervading, then something else to exist, then it should exclude this consciousness, which is not possible, it can't exclude it. Because this consciousness is eternal, and because it is eternal, therefore it has to be all pervading. And because it is all pervading, Therefore, there should be nothing else other than that. Otherwise, it will be cut by that material cause. Therefore, there is no possibility of separate efficient cause and separate material cause, as in the case of potter and mud, or as in the case of gold and the goldsmith. That example will not hold good, and therefore material cause and efficient cause has to be one in this case. So from Ishwar angle I explained, and from the angle of oneness of material and efficient cause. I hope you have understood this. If you have not understood, never mind. Take your own time. Only what will happen if I understand all this? You will know that you are not this small cringy person. Complaining, angry, expecting, competing. He is better, I am worst. I am better, he is worst. I am bigger than you. Arey, you alone are. This bhed is wrong. As if one ornament is fighting with other ornament. Haripa, you are not the ornament. You are not that one shape. Shape is not true. And who knows this? Paripashyanti dhiraha. Those who are stable-minded. Those who don't jump in the disturbed water. That is called dhiraha. Those who don't get disturbed by their own mind and their own projection. Those who have the capacity to be apart from the disturbances. Those who can see their life as with objectivity. That is called dhira. Those everywhere they don't become ego emotional. That is called ego emotional issue is not there. Ego emotional issue. You are in turbulence. Sam sukha dukha dhiram. Who for equanimity is there in the sukh and dukh. For whom, what is it called? Kam, krodh, they have tolerated it, they have learned to control it, or they have learned to grow over it. Shaknoti hayvya sodum prag sharir vimokshanat kamak krodha bhavam vegam sayukta sa sukhi nara. They are called dhira. Dhira alone paripashyanti will see this, because it requires a lot of maturity and emotion. You need cognitive knowledge. And number two, you need more compassion to deal with the world. You need more magnanimity to deal with the world. When you give space to others, then the bigger is the space, more the issue fizzles out. Smaller you give space, more that person troubles you in your mind. You are not giving space to him, actually you are giving a bigger space to yourself to think about that person. You are seeing that person in a big space and big time and big event. When you see somebody's incident only in a small space, that why he did it, he should not have done that, why he should not, then you get irritated again. But if you see in the year of 10 years, then you will have more tolerance that this person, maybe he'll improve in time. Maybe he needs one birth. Or he's coming from that kind of mindset, he is coming from that kind of birth. You gave a lot of time. Mentally, when you give a lot of space and time in understanding something, you have a complete picture and a better picture. Otherwise, you have a loop-sided picture. That is called dhira, who thinks about any situation with complete causes and complete effects, rather than only one cause and one effect. Understanding my point? Up Delhi airport was there, one small girl was there, 5-7-year-old. She snatched the purse and ran away. He snatched the purse of somebody and ran. Naturally she will be caught because she is very small. And they will be thrashed. Then somebody will come You have to understand why is there somebody misguiding her, or she was very thirsty or hungry, or she is a part of some syndicate group, or her father mother will beat her if she doesn't bring the money. You have to investigate, and then you will feel that we should not punish her as well. Rather, she needs to go to the rehab center, and some treatment is required at emotional level also. Of course, you should threat her, but don't just keep on beating her. And here, big politicians are gulping billions. Embezzlement of funds are there. Embezzlement, that's called embezzlement. And for a small petty theft, you are so harsh. If you see her, you will treat her little more well and see what is there. At least mentally you will not be having the hatred for somebody. Maybe I may be hard with that person externally, but internally I will give space. When you start thinking in those lines, you become very compassionate and mature. The very sign of maturity is your compassion in dealing with the world. Compassion alone will take you to dispassion. Because you can leave the thought of that person and walk ahead. So Dhira has two aspects. One is you have understood this point, what was said in this whole mantra. And second is emotionally you are not unstable. There is emotional stability and intellectual illumination of this objectlessness of the consciousness. And it's called Dhira. Emotionally you are very stable and intellectually you are very illumined about the absence of objectivity in the consciousness. I hope you have got the point. So he will see that. Now the commentary on this particular mantra is 7th, 8th and 9th mantra. And 7th, 8th and 9th mantra will tell you how this, by examples it will illustrate how efficient cause and material cause is one and the same. Well, how is it possible? I'll tell you. Please read 7th mantra. Yathorna bhisrajate grannate cha. Please raise the volume. Volume is very low. Which page is this? 20 or 20. So, Yathorna visrajate grannate cha Yatha prativyam oshadaya sambhavanti Yatha sataf purushat keshalomani Tatha ksharat sambhavati havishvam. Now there are 3 examples given to illustrate 3 points. First is the spider example, third is earth example, and fourth is human being example. What example they had chosen, I don't know what a genius is there. Spider makes the web without anything from outside. Unlike the potter doesn't create the mud from inside. Potter has the mud from outside. A goldsmith has the gold from outside. But the spider from its saliva alone brings out the web. Or the silk web, whatever you call it. Urnabhi. Urnabhi. See, the word is Urnabhi. Urnabhi is the word here. Spider. Spider is there. So, what do you mean to say? That from itself only the whole thing, and understand, in itself only it goes. Supposing spider falls down. So spider never falls down. It goes on the top. because it sucks the whole web into itself. If a spider will catch, it will go on again on the ceiling. So as from the spider is the material cause also and the efficient cause also, and from it the world for spider web has come and into it goes. Similarly, from the consciousness the world has come, into it alone it goes. Therefore, srajate and grannate. The material cause is the one, something from which it has come out, into that only it goes, that is called the material cause. Like if the pot is broken, it will go into the mud. Therefore, the mud is the pot is the mud is the material cause. If the ornament is broken, it will go back to the gold. After taking away the shape of something, where it goes, it is called the material cause. And therefore, the spider is the material cause. But the spider also is the efficient cause, because the spider alone made the whole thing. And this is the oneness of the... So this is... Scripture is showing there's a possibility that the material cause and the efficient cause could be one. Although it is very rarely seen, but it is there. Don't say that there is no possibility, I don't see anywhere else. There are some examples where the material cause and the efficient cause are one. This is said here. Yathornabhi sajate grannate cha. Urnanabhi is the name of the spider. The spider is called Urnanabhi. If you want to, abuse somebody, you can say, Urnanabhi, he won't understand. He will say, thank you. But actually you are calling a spider. He won't understand. So you can abuse in Sanskrit. He won't understand. Don't say dog, say shwana. So he won't understand. On his face you can say. Yathornabhi srijate grannate cha. The second example, I'm just joking, don't use all these things. Second example is, try to say any harsh words. Second example is of the earth. Remember, three examples have three shades. The spider example is to tell the material, oneness of material and efficient cause. The earth example is to tell the varieties of plants. So from one many can come out. And from the body example is given from the sentient body, insentient nail and hair, etc. can come out. There are three shades to the three examples. You will develop respect from Upanishad only when you hear it properly. Then you know what is the meaning of Upanishad. Understood three examples. One is a oneness of EC and MC. EC, efficient cause and material cause. And second is to tell the variety which can come from the consciousness. And third is to tell that from the consciousness something inert can also come out. My time is over. We will see it tomorrow. I thought I would have completed today. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari Om. Shankara Sada Shivaya Sarveshvara Mam Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibho Mam Pahi Prabhu Har 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 Hara Namo Shiva 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 Shivaya Namo Haraya Namo Shivaya Namo Shivaya Namo Haraya Namo Haraya Namo Shivaya Namo Shivaya Namo Haraya Namo सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभो, पाहि प्रभो मां पाहि विभो। शम्भो शङ्करा सदा शिवाय, सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभो, पाहि प्रभो मां पाहि विभो, पाहि विभो मां पाहि प्रभो। हर 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 हराय नमो, शिव 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 शिवाय नमो, हराय नमो, शिवाय नमो, शिवाय नमो, हराय